but she like ski. I'ma run me up that cheese and walk these beats.
I'm Mr. Too Slippery. I'm with the sharks, you with the fishes. Hop straight out the Bentley, I'm the biggest. Caution sign on my neck, a 6.
Now to the good part.
Hi, folks. The NBA regular season rolls on. This game, part of the NBA Cup. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You look at the Pacers, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed. And, of course, the Cavaliers, half a game behind.
Right now for Cleveland, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. At small and power forward, it'll be Mathurin and Siakam. And it's Toppin in at the 5. And for Cleveland, Mobley and Allen patrol the paint for him. Mitchell and Hunter will be filling out the wings. And it's Garland in at the point. Grant, we've got quite a game in store for us tonight. Two of the top teams in the Eastern Conference.
Well, you know what they say, B.A. To be the best, you got to beat the best. I'm sure that's what both teams are thinking, so I expect them to be highly motivated.
4 on the clock. Takes the 3. Mathurin with a rebound. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Siakam, right side. Pass to Halliburton. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Now here's Hunter, guarded by Toppin. From deep, Mitchell nails it from beyond the arc.
A volume shooter at the arc. Mitchell will rarely hesitate to take that.
Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Back to Nembhard. Fires the 3. Good work defensively by Mitchell. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. 13 feet out. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Toppin, a screen on Garland. Three-pointer. Halliburton hits the three-pointer.
I think because Halliburton can knock down that 3 with regularity, you got to defend him closely at all times.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Inside. Here's Hunter. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Mathurin. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Here's Siakam, and he can't bank that one in. The Cavs have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Cleveland working the ball around now. Allen with a screen on Nembhard. From deep, Mitchell. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. This, their first chance to take a look at Cleveland this season.
And you know you're going up against a team that has revenge on the brain. Besting them in the conference semis last year.
Would you suspect a little bad blood or bad feelings from the opposing side? They better be ready to scrap.
And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season, the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Siakam. No points yet. Down low. Here's Toppin. The rebound by Allen.
He felt the defense on that attempt.
Great rim protection.
Nice D from Nembhard.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time. But it doesn't happen often.
Toppin finds Mathurin. Toppin, a screen on Mobley. Here's Mathurin. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. The Cavaliers lead by 5. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute, and we talked about the growth of Tyrese Halliburton as a player. Coach's eyes lit up, saying, I'm in awe of the steps that he's made. The vision and the scoring was always there, but now the decision-making has gone to another level. It makes life harder playing against him, but as a fan of the league, you love to see it. Everyone is a fan. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. In for Mitchell. Here's a look at the current NBA Cup standings for you, right in the middle of group play.
Yeah, and at this juncture, you can't win the NBA Cup, but you can certainly lose it. Lots of teams are close to being eliminated. This is just such a fun competition.
Pacers trail by 8. Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. Now Siakam. And here's Halliburton, hounded by Ball. Halliburton against Ball. The shot to stop the run. Halliburton, no good.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Toppin with a steal. Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, this is how impactful Mathurin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
Mobley outside. Garland, the pass to Hunter. And here's Garland. Clock at 6. To the paint. Allen. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Clark, at this point of the season, team identities have to be getting pretty firm.
B.A., you would hope that teams know what they're good at by now. And their weaknesses as well. You can build on your identity as long as you understand strengths and weaknesses.
No good on that one. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, it's been a remarkable comeback story for Lonzo Ball. He became the first player ever to undergo cartilage replacement surgery on his left knee. Now, with a role on a winning team in Cleveland, this is a great situation for a player whose IQ for the game is as good as ever.
The cagey veteran. All right, Shams, thank you. Now here's Siakam. No points so far. Halliburton outside. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it. One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. They trail by 9. Pass to Siakam. Toppin, a screen on Mobley. Siakam for 3. He drops it from range.
A bigger guy who moves really well and can make plays, part of what makes Siakam so dangerous on offense.
Now here's Ball. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Mobley finds Garland. Here's Ball. Cleveland working the ball around now. Pass to Garland. Lets the three fly. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Nembhard. He played a great game against Charlotte. Outside Mathurin. Halliburton for three. Hunter with the rebound.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Pass to Garland. Now Hunter. Mobley, a screen on Mathurin. Back to Mobley. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. And it's an 11-point Cleveland lead. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Now here's Siakam. Mathurin, a screen on Mobley. To the middle. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
A willing passer. Siakam can be a cog in this offense. He's not a guy who just swallows up the basketball. He's willing to share it.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Will go for a different look here. Nance, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Achua comes in for Evan Mobley. Strus, he's checked in for Hunter. And Mitchell subbed in for Garland. Huff's checked in for Indiana. Walker comes in for Siakam. Pass to Mitchell. It's stolen by Halliburton. Rebound by Donovan Mitchell.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Ball. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Nance in the post. Second chance effort. Misses the layup.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Nembhard against Ball. Out to the right wing. Here's Huff. Offline with a three. The Cavaliers lead by 9. Strus the pass to Mitchell. Achua with a screen on Mathurin. Cleveland again missing. Indiana's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Nembhard against Ball. Walker sets a screen. Oh, there's the alley. Ball with a steal. To the inside. Here's Achua. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And there's a pick. Here's Mathurin. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, this is Mathurin at his best. Driving hard to the cup and finishing in style.
Pass to Strus. To the paint.
2 minutes.
6 to shoot. Inside. And Ball gets it to go.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Huff. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. 9-point game. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And what a great feeling, ending it the way they did. Just a clutch effort they can build on.
Yeah, it was definitely a gut check with W for them. I mean, they never gave up or gave in, even when things looked bad for them.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Cavaliers have twin towers with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether two big men could work together in the modern NBA. At this point, I think we've proved to everybody they're wrong. It's all working out, and every single year it gets better. BA?
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. That free throw is good for Mitchell. And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little, Grant.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
Indiana making a switch here. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Walker. Shepherd comes in for Mathurin. Boston's checked in for Nembhard. And Richardson subbed in for Tyrese Halliburton. Here's Huff. In his last outing, 8 points for him. And here's Shepherd for 3. Drains the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Cleveland leading by 8. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's stolen. Ball against Richardson. Here's Boston. It's deflected. Outside Mitchell. Back to Ball. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Indiana.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Cavaliers on top, up by 6. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
On the floor for Indiana, Brandon Boston is out there with Josh Richardson. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then it's Shepherd. And it's Huff in at the center, filling out the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mitchell. Shots blocked. Siakam against Achua. Siakam with a screen on Ball. High percentage range, Siakam.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
What a move. Terrific spin right there. Ball's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Ball really has what I call rush hour handles. He can go where he wants to with the ball, even against pressure. Really good at maneuvering through defenses.
And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Up top, Holmes. Blocked! Down low. Pass to Siakam. Achua with a steal. Strus the pass to Ball. Holmes, a screen on Richardson. Ball into the lane, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Lonzo Ball.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Wade, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Pacers trail by 4. Siakam looking it over. Pass to Shepherd. Here's the...
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Ball passes to Strus. Cleveland working the ball around now. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Strus has got his first 2 points of the night.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Siakam in the post. She was there, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
That's good from Siakam. Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or 2 to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end.
Bogdanovich has checked in for Wade. Siakam hits them both. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, B.A., you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
5 on the clock. Brown. Now the Pacers on the move. Pass to Richardson. Here's Shepherd. Six on the shot clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. And the upcoming schedule for Indiana. On Monday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Wednesday, they kick off a road trip in Toronto, where they'll take on the Raptors.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously, because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Garland's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Halliburton is checked in. Achua with the dunk.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it. Now that's defensive presence. Harassing the shooter and grabbing the miss.
Achua with the dunk.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Now here's Siakam. In his last outing, 16 points for him. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. That's going to send Pascal Siakam to the line. Bojan Bogdanovich picks one up. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Allen, he's checked in for Cleveland. Evan Mobley comes in for Bogdanovich. Then for Indiana, Mathurin comes in for Shepherd. And it's Nembhard in for Boston. That's good from Siakam. You know, Clark, despite winning 3 championships prior to the NBA days, the Pacers are still looking for their first NBA title.
Yeah, they've been close a couple of times in the history of the NBA, 2000 and 2025. They've had some really great teams over the years in the 90s and 2010s, and they came close last year, and I think they'll continue to knock and one day kick that door in.
Now here's Nembhard. No made baskets yet. Over Garland. No good, off the front rim. And Ball will bring it up here for the Cavaliers. They've led by as many as 11. Missed inside. The Pacers have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, the hammer. Mobley, a powerful dude out there.
Siakam against Mobley. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Shoots over Ball. Here's Huff. Counted from distance. Huff's got 5.
Halliburton, such a clever passer and very selfless, too. Loves to set up his teammates.
The Cavaliers leading. Outside Garland. To the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Siakam. On the break. Three-pointer, Halliburton. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists in the game. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
I must say, their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
You're on the big screen. Get down.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Toppin, he's checked in for Huff. Garland feeling it out a bit. Hunter finds Mobley. Garland for 3. And another miss by Cleveland. Indiana's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Stolen by Mobley. And they're on the run. Here's Hunter. Mathurin with a rebound. The Pacers have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Hunter. Now here's Ball. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Allen, the pass to Garland. 5 to shoot. There's Ball with a 3. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
Lonzo becoming more consistent with his catch-and-shoot jumper. I know it doesn't look that good, but it's got nice touch on it, and it's effective.
And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Toppin is a Skywalker. Obi. Insane verticality.
Mobley outside. Back to Garland. Cleveland working the ball around now. Allen with a screen on Nembhard. Back to Hunter from behind the arc. And it's Tyrese Halliburton with the rebound. Indiana leading. Here's Mathurin. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Now here's Garland, a go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Hunter passes to Garland. Oh, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Stretching the floor makes all the difference. Let's see which teams do the best job of it. The Pacers, second.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Mitchell's checked in for ball. Huff's checked in for Indiana. And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Toppin. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Man, Mobley is always lurking, ready to erase any shot that comes his way.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, 2 physical points for Halliburton.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Outside Hunter. On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Nembhard. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
There's the screen. Pass to Huff. Let's go with a 3. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
Outside Mitchell. Back to Garland. Now Hunter. Here's Garland, defended by Halliburton. The 3 from Mitchell, and the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got his 3rd assist of the night. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
Now here's Halliburton. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. Again, the miss by Mitchell. Pacers leading by 5. Nembhard outside. Pass to Mathurin. And here's Halliburton. Here's Huff. Gets stolen by Garland. In transition, here comes Cleveland. Here's Hunter. It's rebounded by Indiana. Mathurin's got 4 rebounds in the game. Halliburton for 3. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 5 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Mitchell from outside the arc. Indiana with a rebound. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Here's Allen. Oh, throw it down!
Nice!
How about the hops for a guy that long? Allen enjoying throwing it down like that. Bam!
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. 6-point lead. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pure from 3-point range.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Outside Hunter. Shoots over Mathurin. And that's not going to go. And so it's Indiana. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been very effective from the 3-point line. That's the key for them so far. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
The talent on display is undeniable. The endurance part, though, open question.
And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Well, you don't want to give away the game. That's what they're doing with all of these turnovers, Shaq.
Yep, Butterfingers.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Boy, you got to like what Tyrese Halliburton has done in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Pacers leading by 9. It's Hunter and Mobley teaming up at forward. Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Kenny Atkinson as we begin the second half.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Toppin with a steal. In transition, here they come. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And they rank second in points off turnovers. They don't just force mistakes, they make sure to cash in on them.
And just go back to their field goal percentage. They're a disciplined team. They run a smart offense. It's about finding high-quality shots, maximizing their possessions. And the first one at the line is good. The 2025 playoffs had some incredible comebacks, Clark. Indiana had some all-timers.
Yeah, it was absolutely unreal. The excitement, the drama, the close finishes. I mean, unbelievable. How about these wins for the Pacers? Down by 7 with less than 40 seconds against the Bucks. Got it done. Also trailed by 7 with under a minute versus the Cavs. Won that one. And losing by 9 in the last minute against the Knicks and came through again with a win. And even in the finals, they made some miraculous comeback wins against OKC. Had at least one miraculous comeback win. So an amazing clutch playoff performance by the Indiana Pacers.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I kick it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play. Back over to you, Brian.
He spreads it around. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Now here's Hunter. 5 points in the game. Here's Mobley. Siakam with the defensive effort. Pacers leading by 13. Outside Mathurin. And here's Siakam. 16 points for him. Sinks the tray. Halliburton's got 17 points.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Now here's Hunter. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Garland with the ball, defended by Halliburton. There's the 3. Garland, no good. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Now here's Halliburton. 17 points in the game.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Please welcome to the court, the Powerhouse Dance Team.
Here's a view of the top shot blockers in the association. Evan Mobley, number 1.
He changes more shots than he blocks, and he blocks a ton of them.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Cleveland working the ball around now. Pass to Mitchell. And here's Hunter for 3. Rebounded by Halliburton.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Mathurin passes to Nembhard. Now Toppin. Now Halliburton, guarded by Garland. Outside Mathurin. 3 on the clock. And there it is for him. Mathurin's got 10.
Not just a jump shooter now. Benedict Mathurin can score from all 3 levels.
Nembhard against Mitchell. Cleveland needs to get off a shot from deep. Mobley. Cleveland again missing.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
They set the pick. Here's Halliburton. Again, Indiana.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Toppin, a screen on Garland. Halliburton, good.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Siakam, the pass to Halliburton. Allen against Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Boy, you got to like what Tyrese Halliburton has done in this game.
With the way he's cooking, they have to find a way to run him off his spot more.
It's time to get down with your mascot. Let's groove.
Cavaliers. Garland against Nembhard. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Halliburton. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. And they call an illegal screen here.
Second in assists, third in blocks, and second chance points have been one of their strengths this season. Third in the league overall in that department. They're a hard-working team on the glass, and they know how to finish.
And you brought up their number 2 assist ranking. Their attitude is that the offense has to involve everyone on the floor. The ball's always moving, no one standing around. Now here's Nembhard. Still no points. Siakam outside. Pass to Mathurin. There's a screen by Toppin. Back to Mathurin. Shot clock at 6. Nembhard finds Halliburton. Shoots over ball. Halliburton misses. The Cavaliers shooting 40% from the field in this one. Hunter passes to Garland. Now Mobley. Cleveland working the ball around now. Inside. Allen laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's 7 points for Jarrett Allen.
Well, I love the mindset of Allen there. I mean, when he gets the ball in that spot, he's very aggressive.
Back to Halliburton. Toppin right side for 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 5 assists in the game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Mitchell's checked in for Cleveland. Halliburton against Ball. Stolen by Ball. In transition, here comes Cleveland. Here's Mitchell. Ball finds Mitchell. Outside Hunter. Allen, the pass to Mobley. Jacks up a 3. And Toppin pulls it down. Toppin's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Halliburton going off like this is fun to watch. He's really been engaged offensively.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Now here's Mobley. He's got 6. Pass to Hunter. Now here's Mitchell. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You know, I've got 2 words to describe Donovan Mitchell. Dynamic scorer. You put this man in just about any situation, and he'll find a shot no matter what.
3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less, Grant.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy. You know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Nance, he's checked in for Allen. Achua comes in for Mobley. And it's Strus in for Hunter. Good on the second one.
On the very short list of franchise-level guards, Donovan Mitchell can take over a game with his scoring ability.
The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Now here's Halliburton. He's got 26. It's not going to go for him. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. The 3 from Mitchell. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Mitchell's got 16 points now.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
One shot.
Mitchell with the ball. 16 points for him. Outside Achua. Pass to Strus. Outside Mitchell. Nance the screen. That one's wide left.
Not his best night and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way. Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
And the Cavs shooting a less than average 27% in the third quarter. Now here's Mitchell. Defense right on him. No good with the elbow jumper.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. They climb back. They've got to put forth more effort.
All right, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. Cleveland, second.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
First free throw is good. Richardson's checked in for Tyrese Halliburton. Both shots good from the stripe. Now Ball. He has 7. Pass to Mitchell. On the wing, Strus. Will it go? On target from range. Strus has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Jackson outside. Richardson, the pass to Boston. Jackson, the screen, down low. Up and in on the layup. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Pass to Nance. And here's Strus. Back to Nance. Shot clock at 5. Outside Mitchell. Off target from three-point range.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Back to Jackson. Jackson with a screen on Strus. Boston up top. Fires from deep. Nance pulls down the board. The Cavaliers shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Mitchell, the pass to Nance. Here's Strus. A deep 3. Indiana with a rebound. Huff's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Shepard. The 3. Nance pulls down the board. Nance has got 4 rebounds in the game. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count the basket. Strus has got 7.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Here's Shepard, covered by Strus. To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for the Pacers. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look at the five for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Shepard is out there with Isaiah Jackson. Then there's Brandon Boston. Then there's Josh Richardson. And it's Huff in at the 5, down low. Here's Shepard. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Boston from outside, off the mark. Outside Strus. Achua passes to Strus. Now here's Mitchell. Outside Strus. Achua finds Strus. Gets the 3 to fall.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Pass to Huff. Now Richardson. Here's Shepard, covered by Strus. Jackson with a screen on Strus. Down low. Jackson can't get it to go. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Strus' shot is off.
Excellent job to impact that attempt and prevent the easy deuce.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Here's Shepard, covered by Strus. They set the pick. Tries it from the top of the key. The Pacers again can't hit. And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Pass the ball. Launches it. Indiana with a rebound. Huff's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Achua gets the bucket.
When you've got the slick passing skills that Ball has, you love exploiting the defense in the pick and roll.
Richardson, the pass to Huff. Back to Richardson. Over Ball, and he makes the 8-footer.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Pass to Achua. Outside Mitchell. Boston with some nice D.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Richardson. Jackson outside. Jackson with a screen on Mitchell. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Outside Strus. The kick out to Ball. And the three-pointer goes.
And Ball has gotten better shooting from deep. Defenses must honor his shot.
Here's Boston. Outside Richardson. To the middle. Pass to Shepard. And there's the screen. with the drive. The shot, no good.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Outside Mitchell. 4-3. Indiana with a rebound.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
Pass to Shepard. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell. The Cavaliers have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. And Ball gets it to go.
He's really carrying the load. But no man can do it all by himself.
Now here's Boston. And here's Richardson. All right, so let's say we give you a carte blanche, Clark. Make you Adam Silver for a day. What's one game rule you change?
You know, I kind of like what the WNBA does in regards to the reset timeout, BA. Allow you to advance the ball without huddling up like a normal timeout. And I really think it helps the end of the game move a little better.
And Cleveland has possession. After the basket by Indiana. Strus the pass to Mitchell. This one for 3. And the shot's good.
The defense has to get up inside and press Mitchell. He's thinking of shooting it whenever he has the ball.
Pass to Richardson. Inside. Here's Jackson. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Ball. Oh, stolen by Richardson. And now Indiana on the fast break. The shot comes out. Achua with some nice D. Pass to Ball. Richardson against Strus. Richardson, the pass to Boston. Here's Huff. And here's Richardson. Knocks down the step-back J. Richardson's gotten 4 this quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Here's Shepard. Here's Jackson. And the layup falls.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Strus. Bogdanovich passes to Achua. Now Mitchell. Just 4 to shoot. Free throw line jumper, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Clark, the Defensive Player of the Year award tends to go to shot blockers, insinuating that bigs really have a greater impact on that end of the floor.
Well, you know, the counting stats favor big guys. I mean, when you think about block shots and defensive rebounds, clearly big guys would tend to corral numbers in those areas. But still being on that back line means they're involved in a lot of plays, and they've got to do more than just block shots and rebounds. So to answer the question, generally, I'd say yes.
Now here's Boston. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Pass to Hunter. Cleveland working the ball around now. Allen outside. Now here's Mitchell. He's guarded by Boston. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
Rough quarter for him. They may have to start looking at somebody else to get the ball to.
Back to Richardson. To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
You know, I think they really want Richardson to be a leader of this team. And the best way to do it really is by sharing the ball. Keep everybody involved in the offense.
Now here's Garland. Mitchell, the pass to Garland. To get back on track. He can't get it to go.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Richardson, the pass to Boston. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Now here's Mitchell. Outside Garland. Fires the three. The rebound by Shepard. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Now here's Hunter. Allen finds Hunter. Allen a screen to the paint. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pacers.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Tyrese Haliburton.
Oh, I love his approach. Businesslike, methodical, highly productive. When they needed points, he was the one that got them.
Indiana making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. Pass to Richardson. Here's Shepard. Hunter covering. Here's Shepard. Over Hunter. Here's Shepard. Back to Jackson. Now here's Boston. There's a screen. Richardson for 3. Mitchell grabs a miss. Garland with the ball. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. And with tonight's win, they're now 2-0 in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just a fantastic start to the group stage. They're in the driver's seat in this group. A strong finish, and they'll advance.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Hey there, I'm here with Pascal Siakam. The shots were falling for you tonight. How'd you like the flow offensively?
I like it. You know, we play for each other like we always do. Move the ball around, get the open shots. And today, they went in, so we got to continue to play.
It's helpful when it goes in. Thanks so much, Pascal.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And now, time for our player of the game, Tyrese Haliburton.
monster type.